In another development, Osun State project consultant for Ilesha Water Project, Mrs. Tawa Williams, has been suspended with immediate effect over questionable handling of $106 million loan for the project. The state governor, Senator Ademola Adeleke, in a statement by his spokesperson, Malam Olawale Rashid, further ordered full-scale probe on the entire project and disbursed loans, especially as there is no progress on the project despite reported disbursement of 10 billion naira and another $28 million on the project. According to the statement, the governor equally suspends the project coordinator to allow for unhindered review of the loan administration, while the consultant was directed to return to the government the 70 million naira bulletproof jeep in our possession. Governor Adeleke's directive was sequel to the interim report of the State Asset Recovery Committee chaired by Dr. B.T. Salame, which made recommendations for immediate action to stop further squandering of loans secured to execute the water project. The state chief executive frowned at large-scale corruption reflected in the handling of the loan and the project, an action he regretted as denied people of Ilesha and its environment of potable water. Meanwhile, the Asset Recovery Committee had submitted an interim report which reviewed the ongoing large-scale preparation of the procured loan, while the project recorded no progress commensurating with reported expenditure. According to the interim report of Salami-led committee, the Islamic Development Bank agreed to fund the project to the tune of $65 million, while the federal government provided $41.94 million. The Federal Capital Territory Administration has tightened its disease surveillance system against the reported case of resurgence of Ebola and other communicable diseases on the territory. The Director of FCT Public Health Department, Dr. Sadiq Abdurrahman, revealed this while briefing the media in Abuja on the readiness and response of the FCTA health sector. As a result, staffs of the Epidemiological Division of the Public Health Department have been placed in red alert under the supervision of the Federal Capital Territory Health and Human Service Secretariat. He added that there are weekly and periodic review done in conjunction with partners of the administration like the World Health Organization, Nigeria Center for Disease Control, and disease surveillance and notification officers who were key foot soldiers at the area council level to minimize the outbreak of the diseases. President Muhammadu Buhari has directed the police to take the strongest possible action against the official involved in the killing of Mrs. Omobolanle Rahim, the lawyer who was allegedly shot dead by an assistant superintendent of police on Christmas Day in Lagos. Buhari, in a statement by senior special advisor on media and publicity, Malam Garba Shehu, also assured the family and colleagues of the deceased lawyer that justice would be served in the matter. The president described the killing of Mrs. Rahim as heinous and senseless, noting that it was a wake-up call to the law enforcement agencies to ensure the implementation of all reforms introduced by the administration to better service delivery by agencies, especially on weapons handling and citizens' rights. Bolanle was shot in the chest at close range in Ajue, Aja, while her family was returning home from service. And now to sports. Victor Osimhen has been ranked among the top 5 most expensive players in the Italian Serie A by Football Benchmark. Football Benchmark is the statistic website that provides in-depth understanding and analysis of the business of football and the market value of thousands of players. The Nigeria international is the 4th most expensive player in the Italian top flight at 80 million euros. At the top of the list is AC Milan, Portugal, World Cup star Rafael Leo, who is valued at 90 million euros, followed by Inter Milan star Nicolo Barella with 83 million euros, and 2022 World Cup winner Lautaro Martinez with 81.5 million euros. Completing the top 5 is AC Milan France national team Theo Hernandez with 79.6 79 million euros, who started the World Cup finals against Argentina on the 18th of December. Osimhen's stock is 12.5 million euros, more than last September when the season had just begun, going up from 67.5 million euros to 80 million euros, which is the most increase by any player in the list. And on the foreign scene, a Republican elected to Congress in November is facing a growing clamor for his resignation after admitting that he made up large part of his biography refusing to give up his seat. George Santos' victory in a New York district helped his party secure a narrow majority in the House of Representatives, but investigations revealed doubt on key part of his education and work history that he touted during the campaign. Santos admitted in 2 separate interviews to significant fabrications of his resume, confessing that he had neither worked at Goldman Sachs and Citigroup nor graduated from college, despite his claim to the contrary. And still on the foreign scene, the United Nations Security Council has denounced Taliban government policy targeting women and girls in Afghanistan and preventing them from working for non-governmental organizations. The 15-member Security Council said it was deeply alarmed by the increasing restrictions on women's education. In a statement by the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres said that the latest restrictions must be revoked as it called for full, equal and meaningful participation of women and girls in Afghanistan. It also placed bans on NGO workers and female university students in the case of students now being enforced by armed guards. Secondary schools for girls remain closed in most provinces. And that ends the midday news on Osbc TV. Join us at 3 for the state news. Good afternoon.